Welcome to the latest Watercolors Aquarium Gallery video brought to you from the Aquarium Rush Studios in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Today we're shooting up in the studio to check out a project we're working on.
Ben's mysterious project.
Right. So
what's this sweet thing?
You're right, it is just me, and that's actually part of the point. So we keep getting asked the questions of, so what are our tanks like at home? What are our personal tanks like? I have one tank at home. Look forward to that video sometime. Maybe I'll shoot it. But this is also my office, and so I am setting up a project here in my office specifically designed for the Horticulturist Award Program for the Grand Valley Aquarium Club. If you're not familiar with that, look at the website. It's a very cool organization. This system is going to be all about getting HAP points.
So explain to us how you do that. Like,
All right.
How does that work?
So Horticulture Award Program is, you get points in 3 different ways. One is for vegetative reproduction.
Okay.
So what that basically means is you take a crypt plant, you put it in an aquarium, you grow it into 2 crypt plants, you take one of those, you auction it off at the Grand Valley Aquarium Club, you get your point.
Okay.
With a stem plant, cut it in half, grow that into a new plant, show some roots on it, you get your point. That's vegetative.
Okay.
The second way to get points is with flowering. Just like it sounds.
Yeah. A
You
little
get
bit trickier.
Right. You get one of your aquarium plants to flower, take a picture of it, turn it in at the aquarium club meeting, you get your point.
Mm-hmm.
So the third way is the way that's a little bit more tricky, and that's getting plants to actually go to seed. You have to produce a viable seedling.
Wow.
Right? So 1 or 2 plants, some plants are self-fertilizing, some plants are not. Get those plants to produce a seed, grow that seed into a viable plant. It doesn't necessarily have to be as big as the mother plant, but clearly the size of a plant that you would say, hey, you did it.
That's a
Right?
plant.
Yes, that's a plant. So those are the 3 ways to get points.
Okay.
That's what this whole system is going to be designed for. So, 4 tanks. The top 2 tanks will be run with a CO2 system. One will be run using the Amazonia soil from ADA. The other will be run with fluval stratum. Both I think are great. There's going to be a little bit of a comparison here to see which one I like better. But I think both of them are going to grow the plants that I want to grow in here really well.
Yeah.
Lighting them both with a twin star lights. I'm going to put fluval canister filters on both tanks.
Which twin star?
This is the Twin Star 600C.
Okay.
So it's the middle twin star.
Yeah.
I don't need a ton of light on these tanks because they're shorter. They're 20-gallon lungs.
Yeah.
So the stand was built here in the wood shop at the gallery.
This is beautiful. You don't see a utilitarian propagation setup with a solid wood stand very often.
I had to make it cool.
In the end, it made it look gorgeous.
Right.
Yeah, this is amazing.
So this tank here will be for plants grown immersed. Growing them immersed is the most likely way to get a flower out of them.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be all full of pots
Cute.
with a different individual plant in each pot. That I will be lighting with the Current USA True Lumen Pro 12K strip. Be one 24-inch strip on each tank with a splitter. Again, doesn't need a ton of light.
No, that's not a ton of light at all, but there's a lot of plants you can grow with that.
Exactly. This will probably have maybe a bubbler in it, a very small bubble just to keep the water from going stagnant and keep the humidity in the air, but probably no filtration on that system at all.
So when you say current True Lumen, do you mean like the present one, or is that name?
The name of the company is Current.
All right.
Yes. That was good though. And then the last tank is going to be set up with topsoil capped with a silica sand. That's going to be for my producing seedlings. So I will have a small internal filter in there. The first ones I'm going to go for are probably Aponagete novaceus. So I'll just put 2 Aponagete novaceus in there, wait for them to flower, try to get them to produce the seeds.
This is gonna be really cool. I'm looking forward to standing on the sidelines for this one and just watching how it goes.
I'm thinking it's going to be pretty fun.
What about fish?
Of course, Charles is going to ask about
Who
fish,
cares?
right? So there will be some fish in the tanks. I'm thinking I might do a pair of dwarf pike cichlids in the seedling tank. We don't want
Ooh.
schooling tetras because tetras eat plant seeds.
Yeah.
Right?
We need a carnivore in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a carnivore that doesn't dig.
Right.
So that's going to be the goal for that tank.
All right. Yeah, because you need an excuse to put dwarf pikes in there.
Exactly. This tank with that low level, I'm going to probably use RO water. the topsoil will raise the will lower the pH significantly and soften the water. So I'm thinking a wild type betta is going to be in that tank
Why are
there.
you speaking my language?
Right. That's also going to be the way that hopefully I can produce a little bit for the BAP, or Breeders Award Program.
Yeah,
For
that
the
wouldn't be
aquarium
bad
club.
either.
And then these tanks I probably will throw into School of Tetris for a while and pull them out and see if babies show up.
Awesome. What
So
a
that's my
fun
plan. What do you
setup.
guys think?
I love it.
I like that I don't have to touch it because I can't touch it.
No one's allowed to touch it. This is my project. This is the way I get my points for the club.
Mm-hmm.
So no one in the store will be able to work on these. It will only be me that works on them.
Well,
So
we'll definitely have to do an update in a few weeks then.
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yes.
I think it'll be curious, like fascinating to see what an entirely implemented project by Ben looks like.
It's been a little while.
There'll be something that won't be finished on it, just because that's how
Otherwise, it's not patented.
Right, Well, there we go. Thanks a lot for watching. I know I'm going to have a lot of fun with this, and let's keep those hands wet.